the energy of I would like to thank the energy of joining hands, to creating such a platform that we can share our knowledge. And I think you all can also receive all this knowledge. So, of course, thank you very much. I would like to, start thanking the energy of Bert Hellinger. I think now, after attending so many talks, I'm sure you'll know who Bert Hellinger is. He's the one who conceptualized family constellation as a modality. I'm sure there are the other teachers also who have been studying and working, but he formalized the family constellation as a modality. And also other teachers and master from whom that I have learned. So I'm really, really so thankful to them. And of course, I'm so thankful to the consciousness of family constellation. I think the energy overall of family constellation, because it's such a beautiful modality. I'm really blessed to learn that, and I'm so blessed to practice that and help other people look at what they are ready to see and acknowledge what it is. Now, to give a little brief about myself, Neha, are you there to take people in? So I'll not focus on that.
Absolutely. I'll be admitting.
And I will minimize that screen.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So I'll start. I think a lot of you know me. I'm Rosina, and by profession, I'm an HR professional, and I have my own HR consulting business. And by choice, I am a constellar. So I have also learned various healing modalities, like I have learned past life regression. I have also learned inner child. I have learned NLP. But family constellation is what is very, very close to, I think certain modalities are very, very close to your heart, and it's like magical for me, because every time I do constellation, I think it is a different revelation happen. And it is different learning every time. And in fact, either is I am working on myself through other therapists, or I am, taking in constellation. It's different revelation. And I'm very, very interested. I'm doing a lot of further studies, and I'm doing a lot of research about it. Right. And I would like to, I'm also a learner like you all are here. And I would like to share a little of my learning and knowledge that I have gained. And that is because we believe the more sharing is better for everyone. And what you share, you get many-fold back. So knowledge I'm going to share, I'm going to get many-fold back. So that is what it is. So let's begin, and let's keep this an interactive process. So while I'm talking, if you want to, if this question is very, very urgent or something, then you raise your hand, or otherwise you wait for me to finish it, and then you can always ask, right? After every maybe a little bit of talk, I will let and ask for you guys to if there's any question. And we'll also do a couple of processes here, because I just don't want to talk. I want you all to experience what it is. And I'm sure a lot of you have experienced constellation. I am sure there's a lot of constellation happening on a Joining Him group, and otherwise also, and some of your facilitator also. So we'll also together do a process. So all of us, I think let's start. Let's get grounded. Okay, and let's close our eyes before we start. Let's try to be fully here. Let's close our eyes. Let's inhale and exhale. Inhale from your nose and exhale from your mouth. Let's do it for a couple of times. And while you exhale, let's let go of all thoughts and emotions that are not serving you anymore. Breathe them out. And while you are breathing, get your attention toward your body. Feel yourself in your physical body, here and now. Feel yourself grounded and rooted. And allow yourself and give a permission to yourself to receive this knowledge and to be part of this program, and give permission to yourself to be fully here, consciously and subconsciously, and to take the knowledge what you are ready for, and to see and acknowledge something in your life that you are ready for. And you can open your eyes. Okay. So I am sure there's a lot of, I think, FC talks happening every Friday, and you would have heard about the basics, and I think a lot of it about the constellation. Is there anybody who's attending FC talk for the first time? Can raise their hand. So I understand. Swapna, is it? Okay. Okay. Radhika. Okay. Kamakshi. Okay. Okay. So there are few of you all, and I think rest of you, I guess, Jayant. Okay. But I guess a lot of you who are aware about a lot of basics about constellation, and you've been hearing, and I see, I think a lot of you have been, participating also, but I think it's okay. So I am really not getting into too much detail and basics, but let's try and understand, okay, what is constellation? So those who have attended talks, would somebody want to share what is a constellation according to them? What is family constellation? Maybe in 1 or 2 lines. Anyone? What is family constellation according to you?
May I try?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Sure, Urushi.
As I understand, I have attended very few. This modality creates an energy field of energy, which reveals many unknown revelations, which even participants are not aware of. So this really works magically, I can only say.
Yes, beautiful. Shubha and Tardeep, have you raised your hand? Or is it for the earlier question? I think it's for the earlier question. So you can keep your hand down, because I thought that you want to ask something. So of course, very well said. Family constellation, is a modality wherein we uncover hidden dynamics, okay, and entanglement in any family system, okay, that can be a root cause of any descriptive life, right? So we try to understand some modality. Of course, there are various modalities. So this is also one of the modality wherein we uncover the hidden dynamics that's working in any family system, okay, or there can be entanglement, which is the root cause of any issue that you are currently facing in your life, right? So there can be a various issue. There can be relationship issue, there can be financial issue, there can be health issue. So if anybody has any issue, we look at this issue, and we don't know where it comes from. So through the constellation, we set up a constellation, and we try to really understand what is the root cause of it, where does it comes from. And majority, we find that the root cause in somewhere in the family system, maybe current family or earlier family, or in fact, sometimes we have gone to the 7th generation where the root cause has started. There may be a family secrets, or sometimes I have also observed that there's a family secret in the family, and it was there in a earlier generation. The current generation, you're not even aware of it, but you are living that, okay. Or sometimes it can come from your parents, or it can come from majorly from grandparents. Also, I think while a lot of talks happen for a family constellation, you would have heard a word called entanglement. Okay, so it is a lot of time it is spoken entanglement, you're entanglement. So I'll explain you a little bit about what is entanglement. So entanglement means when an individual is tied up in the fate or in the business of other. I'll read it once again. An entanglement is identified when an individual is tied up in the fate or on the business of other. So what do you mean by entanglement? So while if you're entangled with somebody in a family or any other family member, you are literally leaving their feelings and their life. Actually, you're literally living their feelings and their fate too. Yeah, we will understand. Now there are two types of entanglement. So I'll give an example like what it is. So let's say there's a lot of disease that somebody comes from, right? So we said that there are a lot of disease and this disease are coming in generation, like a diabetes, or we call it thyroid, or even sometimes can be cancer, right? They say it is coming, it is in the genes. Doctor says it's in the genes. So it is coming from, okay, my mother had and mother's mother had, mother's had. But it is just in the genes, or there is something related that one need to uncover or discover. And once you uncover or discover what is that, we need to acknowledge. And once you acknowledge, I am sure you'll be able to look at it and sort it. So when we say entanglement is somebody who represent the fate and the feeling of another family member, whether he's alive or not alive. Now, there are two kind of entanglement that I said. One is when you entangle with the fate of others, and second is when you entangle with the business of others. Guys, I hope this is not too technical. If it is technical, I'll try to explain you with an example, and I'll give you time, or otherwise also you can raise, let me finish, and then I can, you can ask me question, right? And why I'm explaining you this, because once you understand a little bit about it, then you will be, of course, I'm sure, to be therapists, we need to really learn, study, research, practice, but at least you will be able to differentiate yourself with an entanglement. Now, not necessary that, okay, this is what it is, right? We can't guess. Though as a therapist also, when somebody calls us or we are talking to a case, and we might feel that this is what it is, but it's not always the case, right? So we can't think that this is what it is, I am entangled too. So when I explain you and give an example, so not necessary, because each family is different, each system is different, right? So dynamics of each family is different. Like, some, we have a different caste, different religion, our food preference are different, our waking up and sleeping cycle, our businesses are different. So same way, each family has a different dynamics. So don't try to really compare, okay, this is what it is. It's just try to get an idea and awareness. So I said that there are two kind of entanglements, right? Either you are entangled with the fate of others, or you are entangled with the business of others. So let's say first one, when you say entangled with the fate of others, now while you're entangled with the fate of others, this is all subconscious. You're not consciously aware of it. But when you're entangled with the fate of, entangled within fate, it's unconscious, subconscious. And when you're entangled with the business, it is conscious. I will explain you, right? I'll explain you how it is, right? And this subconscious entanglement, you aren't aware of it, right? A lot of time we are really conscious about it. A lot of time we have a feeling that this shouldn't have happened with this person, or this shouldn't have happened with my father, or my father was so poor, he had to go through so hardship, or somebody was killed, somebody was murdered, something had happened, and we really have a sympathy that, okay, this shouldn't have happened. So the moment we have that feeling that why did it happen, right? We all have this question, why did it happen, or this shouldn't have happened. So subconsciously you might be entangled with the fate of that person, and then you might represent that. Now, when I give an example that you are an entangle with business of others, right? So it may happen a lot of time with the children, right? So let's say I'll give an example with a spouse, okay, husband and wife, and they are fighting, okay, they are fighting a lot of time, and maybe they are not agreeing with each other, and there's lots and lots and lots and lots of fights, okay, and a child is small child, a child is seeing all of that, and child wants to make this all right, okay, but child is small, what can he do? But he wants to make things all right. So subconsciously child start to fall sick, and the moment child falls sick, what happens? Then parents come together to take care of the child. And when parents come together, child see, okay, by me falling sick, parents are coming together. This is all subconscious. Like once this is all that I want to make things all right. So beyond my business, it's a business of the parents, but child says, I want to make things all right because I can't see my parents like that. The child falls sick and parents come together. One child get all right, again parents start fighting and going back to whatever it is. Then again child says that this is what not I want, and what happened that when I fall sick, they come together. And child often falls sick, to an extent. I'm not saying this is always the case. This can be one of the case. I'm just giving an example. Okay, this is not always the case, right? But this is what the case is. What I'm discovered is what I have worked with or what I have done studies and research with. So child keep on falling sick to the extent that the child reached to the terminal disease, very, 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 very senior disease. So this is called getting into the fate, right, of others and try to make things all right. Our loved ones are very, very dear to us. Yes, of course, our family members, our children, parents, relatives, all of it. But we also need to understand that each one has a right to their fate. Family constellation teaches that each one has right to our fate, and each one has our own karma. We don't use the karma, but you use fate, as a word. So each one has a right to, finish our fate. In fact, I was given an example in the afternoon session that somebody in the evening asked me some question. I don't know the person is there or no, but I was giving an example that there was a caterpillar, right? And we know how butterfly, becomes from a caterpillar. The butterfly, small baby, push, right? And then while the caterpillar pushes, break the outer layer, right? And then it learns to, it has a wing and it gets power to fly, right? And so there was one small caterpillar which was pushing, and they remove one layer, and top cover. So there was one lady, right, who saw this process happening, and the lady saw that the caterpillar is struggling. He said the caterpillar is trying to push, but not able to come out. So lady really felt very bad, and what she did, she removed the top cover. She helped the caterpillar and removed the top cover of the butterfly, the caterpillar. Now, what do you think? What would have happened when you remove the top cover of the caterpillar? Any guesses? What do you think? What would have happened?
The butterfly couldn't fly because wings are not strong enough.
Yes. So butterfly did not go, the caterpillar. See, there's a process, right? The one has to go through. So the process that caterpillar has to grow through to get a strength and to have that wings to fly, right? So it's a process, the journey that caterpillar has to go through to push all of the outer layer and ready to fly. Now somebody consciously did that, right, out of the feeling that, okay, how this caterpillar is struggling and all of that, I want to help. And that caterpillar did not have a strength to push, and he couldn't fly, and the caterpillar was underdeveloped and it died, right? So this is an example was, getting into business of somebody, right? So we all have a right to our fate, and we should surrender to our fate and someone else's fate. So that is what we're talking about, getting entangled in the fate of someone else, also in the business of someone else. Okay. If anybody has a question, you can ask me. Then I would like to then move forward and we'll talk about relationship.
Can we even, Rosina, we can
Mhm.
find out if I have a problem, physical problem, how I got it? Can we find out through FC?
How I got it? What do you mean by Urvashi?
I have tremors in hands for
Mhm.
last 40 years,
Mhm.
and now they have become really troublesome. I can't hold a spoon or a cup also now.
Sure.
So can I find out through FC how I got this problem?
You just want to find out, or you also want to solve it?
Yeah, definitely solve it also.
Yes, yes. So you can definitely, consult any therapist and you can set up a constellation and you can always
It's possible.
it's possible. I have seen majority of issues getting sorted in a constellation, so sometimes you might have to take, sometimes you need to take couple of them, depend on the layers you have, but you can always explore, Urvashi. Everything can be sorted, I have seen, in a
Okay.
constellation, or at least if it is not sorted, you get a next way, that at least if the solution doesn't arrive, you at least get a direction what needs to be done, right? Because I also personally believe that any sickness or any issue comes in your life because it wants to tell you something and it wants to heal some part of you. So the moment you look at it and acknowledge, life becomes easy. And that's why I love this modality, because it's so easy, it's really, really so easy that really you can look at what is that you want to see and acknowledge. And once you do that, right, life can be sorted. Yeah, Nikita.
Hello.
Yes, Nikita.
Yeah, you said no that if someone has died and we do not accept it and we are entangled with them. So I would like to ask question on that. That my brother-in-law died due to heart attack. And at that time, my mother-in-law and father-in-law was also there. They were also not accepting. And my as a family whole is not accepting, his brother is not accepting, then how they are entangled with him, his fate?
Not accepting, what do you mean by that?
They are not accepting the truth that he died so early. And मतलब उनको अचानक से हार्ट अटैक हुआ है नाइट में, और उनको जब तक लेके गए एम्बुलेंस में उनकी डेथ हो गई। तो वो सब एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं। तो मतलब जैसे एंटेंगलमेंट आप बोल रहे हैं, तो वो मतलब उसमें कैसे कनेक्टेड है?
नहीं, तो एंटेंगल में इसमें कनेक्टेड नहीं है, नॉट एक्सेप्टिंग, इट्स नॉट देयर एंड सी यू कांट आइडेंटिफाई दैट वे, मतलब आपको कुछ इश्यूज हैं तो देन यू कैन आइडेंटिफाई. Not accepting does not mean that you get entangled, right? Not accepting doesn't mean, I am sure, sometimes it takes time for anybody. Of course, there's a sudden death or something, it takes time for someone to grieve. अगर वो sudden कुछ हो जाता है, so it is very, very difficult for anybody to accept. But I am sure with the time, once they grieve, they will understand, they will accept it. But entanglement is different than this. When you not include somebody as so family system is as a whole, or any system is like a big round, or not even round. It's like a complete, one complete consciousness, right? So once you exclude anybody, मतलब आपने किसी को family से exclude किया, right? So then there can be an entanglement, but not accepting is not called an entanglement, Nikita. Okay. Yeah. And we don't go to entanglement to issues. We go to issues to entanglement. Okay. So if you have any issue, then we see if there is any entanglement. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's move ahead. Okay. Also in a constellation, we talk constellations, learning is based a lot on a love, right? It said true love. And so love is the most purest form and purest emotion and purest energy in the world. And constellation, a lot of work is based on love. You would have heard of a lot about order of love, right? A lot of people, there are different orders of love, and constellation is based on order of love. So constellation says that you should live in someone's honor, not die in someone's honor. Right? So when somebody has passed away or someone is not anymore, right, to include them, but not to die. So a lot of time, children, small children, if you have small children or, grandchildren, they would say, Mama, Papa, I will take your pain. If the parents is sick or anything, I would take your pain. I would take your problem. I would not want to see you sick. So subconsciously, they go to an extent that if something happens to you, I will die for you. But idea is not to die. When you die for somebody, the person will not be saved. But idea is the constellation teaches us that we can learn to live in someone's honor. Now let's come to relationship. I'm sure a lot of people have spoken about relationship. I will be sharing you my experiences and my learning about relationship. So there are various kind of relationship. First, we'll start with a relationship with the parents. Okay. And I want you all to, before I go ahead and explain, I want you all to do this exercise. You can get 3 sheets of paper for you all of you. Get 3 sheets of paper. A small sheet is fine. Get 3 small sheets. And on one sheet, you write myself. On one sheet, you write father, or you write F, or mother, or M. You can write. So one sheet for myself, one father, one mother. Okay, are you all ready? Now, take all 3 sheets and place them at the direction you feel. So keep yourself at one place, mother at one place, and father at one place. However intuitively you feel.
Just repeat what you said, where to keep.
Right. So in front of, on your table or any place in front of you where there is a space, okay, keep a sheet of yourself first, then keep father and mother wherever you feel like, and just place them. Place all 3 sheets at certain distance or close, wherever you feel intuitively is right. So all these 3 sheets, you place it on the table or the area. And also it's like a square area. So you see which is top, which is down, which is right and left. So make a note, what is top for you, what is down for you, what is right for you, what is left for you. So make a note, what is top for you, what is right down for you, what is right for you, what is left for you. And intuitively place these 3 sheets. Okay, now once you have placed this chit, guys, now don't write. Do this process with me. It's very, very important that you do this process. Don't write. There's nothing to write here.
Rosina, my case is bit different because I haven't lived with my father because he left us when we were too small. So still I should do it.
Yes, whether you've lived with them, not lived with them, whether parents are alive, not alive,
Not alive.
you should still keep it. Yeah, still alive or not alive, whatever, keep them, no problem.
Okay.
Wherever you feel at distance, close, far, wherever. Okay, and once you keep them, take your finger and keep it on the chit of myself. Okay, and now follow the process what I am asking you to. Don't ask me question. Okay, just follow what you understand. Now don't ask question till I tell you to ask. So take your finger and keep it on myself paper. Okay, I'll also place. I wanted to show you guys, but I can't. Okay. Now keep your finger on your own paper. Okay, inhale and exhale. Say your name and your current age in your mind. And now with the finger on your myself paper, look at your father. Look at the paper of your father as if your father standing there. Look at him and see how you feel. Look at him and see how you're feeling. Are you feeling comfortable or you are feeling uncomfortable? Is he close? Is he far? Is he on the above you or is he down to where you have kept your paper? Or is it in the right? Is he in the right or is he in the left? Just make a note. And while you look at him, how do you feel? Do you feel happiness? Do you feel joy? Do you feel sad? Do you feel angry? Do you feel irritated? Any emotion. And allow that emotion to come in. It's okay, whatever it is. Whether he is there, he is not there, it's okay. He is your father. He's the one. He and your mother were the one who's given you the birth. You came from them. And also while you're looking at him, see what happens in your body. Feel how do you feel? And it's okay, whatever it is. Do you feel judgmental about him? Do you feel thankful about him? Whatever it is. Allow that feeling to come in. And see how is your body feeling. Would you like to move toward him? Is he calling you? Or he's just waiting there? Or you feel he's not even there? Take a note of, keep a mental note of it. And now focus on your finger, which is myself. You can open your eyes if you want. Now, while from your position, which is myself, look at your mother. And see how you feel when you look at your mother. Is she there? Is she far? Is she close? And which direction she is in? And how do you feel when you look at her? What are the emotions? Are those happy emotions? Are those sad emotions? And would you like to go running to her and hug her? Or would you want to be at your place? And when you look at her, what comes in your mind first? Make a mental note of this. And again, come back to your position, your place, look at your finger, you yourself. And now from your position, you yourself, look at both of them, your father and your mother. Look at both of them together. How do you feel when you look at both of them? Are they close to each other? Are they far? And what do you feel when you look at them? Do you feel angry? Do you feel happy? Do you feel sad? What's your emotion when you look at both of them? And when you look at both of them together, what is that you want to tell him? Tell them together that you've been always wanting to tell them. Also, look at your position. What is your position with them? Are you between them? Are you at the side of them? If you're at the side of them, which side are you at? You're at the left or the right? Are you close to the particular one? Just check your position with them. So just check how you placed three of you and just make a note of your position. And now you can focus at your finger, me, myself. If your eyes are closed, you can open it and you can remove your finger from the paper. Say your name and your current age, right? And I'll give you 1 minute. If you want, you can make a note of what you observe. First, when you looked at your father, then you looked at your mother, and when you looked at both of them in your position. Okay, and if anybody, and then I'll explain what it is. Could you all do the process? And does anybody wants to share? Did you get an insight about your
Hello.
relationship? Yes, who's this?
Yeah, I am Nikita Valecha.
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to share
Yes,
that
Nikita.
I felt I am between both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I am grateful and happy for them, for they both are together, and they set an example that we should live like them as a couple.
Right.
And I am more near to my mother as I can share everything with her. And
Sure.
actually, I can even take advice of my father at all the times. But my father is not talking much. He is
Sure.
always taking care of me and always loving, and he is always there for me. But he is not expressing much.
Right. Right, Nikita. But did you say that you were in between both of them
Yeah, I am in between both of them.
in the same line?
Yeah, in the same line. My father is in at my right side and my mother is at my left side, and I am between both of them.
Okay. I have pinned one screen. Okay, you all can see it. Okay. Now, in a constellation, right? I said that we always, there are a lot of orders of love. And one of the order of love says that parents are bigger and children are small, because we come from our parents, right? We come from our parents. So parents are bigger and children are smaller, right? And what is the rightful place to be in? So there are two ways of looking at it. Okay, so this is father, this is mother, and the position of children be in front of them. Position of a child to be in front of them. So look at your position. You cannot be here in the same line. See, there's a screen you will be able to see. I have pinned, if you're on a mobile, maybe I'm not sure. So there's a screen. Can you all see one screen where the Jenga kept, white screen? Neha?
No, we cannot see.
I have pinned it.
Yeah, I can see.
Right. You'll be able to see one screen. I can see it. If you're on the mobile, just swipe it. Where there are just 3 Jengas. Right. So one Jenga is for father, one Jenga is for mother, and one is for the child. Right. Now, when you say that the child, the rightful position of the child is not between the parents. The rightful position of the child is after parents. Also, if you have kept it like father, mother, and the child, this can also be the right position. Because according to the constellation, first born comes first. So father comes first. Then so father at the right side. We are not saying superior or lower. When I'm saying first, doesn't mean somebody is superior. But as per the position, first father at the right side, then mother, and there can be the elder children, first, second, third, fourth. There can be the order of the children. The children can be. Or there can be father, mother, and first child, second child, third child, and all of that. So while you see your position, see where do you stand in your relationship with your parent. And I have also asked you to check which is top down. So if you have kept yourself on the top and parents are below, right? It means you have also taken their position, or you have also taken a position of someone else.
I'm sorry, Rosina, I have a
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Since it took me a little long to find this screen,
Mhm.
was there a position that you showed before the one of the father, mother, and the child following in one line?
No. So following in the one line is, this is not the right position because you are in the center of them.
Okay, this is what you started with first, is it?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes. So this is
okay,
not
thank you.
the child is in the center, because who comes first? First parents comes, right?
That's right.
So couple
Right, thank
meet, they get married and they come first. And see, a lot of time this happens in real life, where couple meets, they get married, right? And then the child comes. The moment child comes, right, all their attention is on the child. And this especially happens for the mother, right? So then the child comes in between couple. And mother, of course, we love child. We're not saying that we shouldn't love, we should take care. But we have to always remember that there is couple and they come together first and then come the child. So make a note of it. So this can be one of the position, or the another position can be father, mother, and the child. This can also be the right position. So you need to really understand that what your position is, right? And this is the way of looking at that. Where do you stand in a relationship, in a position? Anybody has any question regarding what position? Does anybody wants to share that somebody has kept paper somewhere? You please share.
Yes, yes, Rosina. I don't know
Yes.
why I kept myself up little top, and the paper is opposite me, but mother and father I kept in one line, myself in the center, and mother I kept on the right and father on the left. Equal distance.
So
from me.
in the straight line.
Yeah, straight line.
So
But
like this you are saying.
Myself above.
So yourself above.
I don't
And
know
then
why.
mother and father. Like this are you
Mother and
saying?
father in the same line, little below. And
Hmm.
mother I kept on my right. Of course, paper is opposite me.
Hmm.
And father I kept on the left. So what to conclude?
Are you taking care of them now, your parents?
No. They are no more now.
They are no more.
And I have not taken care of them. Because after marriage, I came to Bombay and they were in Delhi.
Right. And when I told you to look at them, both of them together, and what is that you want to tell them? What is that you wanted to tell them?
In spite of my father left us when we were too small, still I did not feel any disturbance. I didn't feel judgmental also. Rather, in later years, whenever I used to go to Delhi for vacation, he used to come and meet us. And that time I used to feel, I hope I could take care of him at this old age. But with my in-laws, it was not possible. So sometimes I feel bad that I could not take care of him when he needed. My
So
mother
sometimes I feel
would have-
bad. So sometimes I feel bad that I
Yes.
couldn't take care of him when he needed.
Yes.
Right. So is there some kind of guilt?
No, situation was not such. So if I could do it and then I don't do it, then I would have felt the guilt. But the situation was such,
Right.
it wouldn't have, with in-laws, it was not possible. Because I'm
So
in
see,
a joint
Urvashi,
family.
in a constellation, no? So see, we can't, it's not a guesswork, right?
Okay.
So we don't know what it is, that what are your entanglement, and when you kept them little above, it means you're not at your position. So whose position are you at?
I don't know.
Right? Yeah. So that we really, that when your father was not there. So would you
Yes.
took his own position? Because then you kept your mother at the left, because then when father was not there, your mother became your provider,
Yes, that is true.
right? So you kept your mother at the father place and father at the
Right.
mother place,
Yes.
right? And maybe at a young age, because he wasn't available, you would have taken his place
Okay.
subconsciously. It may also happen, right, that when one of the parents is not there, right,
Hmm.
so child take up the place to fill up for the mother and for the family.
Yeah, I think my mother only
So-
provided both. So
Right.
I-
So we don't know. That's why I'm saying constellation is not a guesswork. We just can, check where do we stand. And,
Okay.
you can really set up a constellation for yourself and really understand. So I'll give you example in my case. So
Okay.
my father also died quite early, like when I was, he died when he was 45. So I was quite young. And of
Hmm.
course, that point of time, I weren't even aware of constellation, what it is. But, once I grew up, I started really working early, and I took, though I am fourth in a hierarchy of my brother and sister,
Hmm.
I took responsibility of my house, and I was always like a decision maker in the house. Though I was young, but everybody would come and ask me, right? And I want everybody to come and ask me for every decision, everything. And I also became provider, though I had an elder brother who was also working. And after marriage also, I really acted as if I have a responsibility to run the house, right? So while I did the constellation, and while we did a lot of movement to one parents, and there was always a pressure on me, right? There's a pressure on shoulder that, okay, you have to do. Now nobody's telling you that you have to earn, but is that you feel that you have to do all of this, you have to earn. So subconsciously I was entangled with my father. Yeah, because then he died early, and then I took his responsibility. So not only in my maternal family, but when I got married also, I carried, I became more masculine. My masculine energy was very, very strong, that I have to provide, and I have to become the man of the house, right? So this is what I was subconsciously entangled to. And once there was continuous pressure, right, to earn and to provide and to keep, basically this is the masculine energy the man does in the house. But this is all subconscious. So when I did my constellation, I realized that this is what it is, and then I acknowledge him that this is what it is, and I gave back what belongs to him, and I took my position as a child, and it really, really, lot of burden took off, and it made me so free and light. I still work, still earn, but now it's not out of responsibility, it's because I like it. So this is how the entanglement is set. Okay, so this is what anyone else would like to ask, or
Yes, Rosina, I would like
yes,
to
please.
ask.
Yes.
So once we've understood this, I've understood my entanglement, although this is the first time I'm hearing something on FC.
Right.
Now, how do I set it right? For me, it wasn't the way you showed it.
Who
And,
I'm
what-
talking to?
Indira.
Indira.
Yeah, my
Okay.
screen is not
Okay,
on. I'm
Indira.
sorry. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So what's your question, Indira?
How do we set it right? If the positions were not correct for me,
Right. Now
How can I
positions
set it
are
right?
not correct, right?
Hmm,
So,
yes.
and if it makes you uncomfortable,
After listening to you, the explanation that you just mentioned, and the last bit that you shared about your experience with your
Right.
parents, I would
Right.
like to set it right, because my
Right.
parents are no more. I've been on a
Right.
very deep spiritual journey, and I'm a therapist, but
right,
I'm not done FC. And honestly, when you asked us to do the process, it was mind-blowing beautiful. The only
Yes.
thing that came to my mind was a journey of completion and bliss. But
Right.
yes, if it still needs to be set right, I would love to do it with them.
Right. So you can speak to either a lot of therapists, you can talk to Hitesh, and then there are a lot of therapists, a lot of constellation keeps on happening. So you
Okay.
can talk to any
So,
therapist.
You would not be doing it right now as a part of the process?
No, I won't be, because now for all of us, it's a different thing, right?
Mhm.
Because for all of us, I told you, right, that different family system. And
Okay.
each family system, there is a different position. Now consciously I can tell that, okay, you just take your position, but
Right.
that's not right. We need to
Correct.
acknowledge what it is, and something comes in your conscious because you need to acknowledge and finish the entire process.
So in
So
that
you
case,
can-
I'll just wait because Dr. Newton's session for the facilitators is coming up and I'm in line for it.
Yes, you can always,
yeah.
do that, because while you learn also,
Yes.
a lot of work is done for you, and there the movement happens toward parents, right? And all of this
Correct.
practice and all of these exercises also happen. So you can always wait and get it done. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so
Yes,
much
because
for
I
the
have also
initial.
learned from Dr. Newton.
Yes.
Yes, he's a great teacher.
Yeah,
Very beautiful, master. Actually, I call
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely. Thanks
Yes.
so much.
Thank you so much. See, idea is when something comes in light, when something comes in awareness, half your work is done. So when an issue comes in, see, a lot of time, I think majority of people, we don't even want to acknowledge that there's an issue. So when issue comes in awareness and you say, okay, this is an issue and I am not the issue. This is me, this is an issue. So once you differentiate yourself with an issue or any problem or any entanglement, you are free to work on it. And the moment issue or entanglement come in light, your half the work is done. And the other remaining is really easy. You can really talk to any therapist, get one constellation done for you. It's very easy process. And before you want to do any constellation, there's a lot of constellation happening. You can participate. Participation is free. So there's a joining hand group, and you can be a part of that group. And there's a lot of constellation happen. So they put that we need participants, and you can always participate and experience how it is. So while you participate, a lot of healing also is done for participant. Someone else has raised their hand. Who was that? Nikita, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikita.
As you were talking, one thing more came in my mind, that I feel sad about the health of my parents. Actually, my father have got glaucoma, and now he is unable to see. And recently, my mother has been operated with cataract operation. So at that time, when she was needing an helping hand, I was not able to go there, as I myself have got spinal cord injury, and I want someone to help me. So I felt very bad at that time, that when she needs my help, I am not able to go there. So
what's your question, Nikita? You feel bad?
yeah, I feel bad for that situation, that I'm not able to, sad for that, when this is my time to help them, I'm not able to do that.
Right, but it is that purposely you didn't help.
No, not purposely, but as I said,
right. So that's a question I'm asking you. Right,
Yeah.
that is the question I'm asking you. Is it that purposely you could go and you couldn't go? I'm sure there are the circumstances, and you always had an intention to go, right?
Yeah.
So when there's feeling bad or when there's a guilt, right, that you couldn't do it, right? Always remember, in constellation say that parents are bigger and you are small.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't make them all right, and you can do, I am sure you can do it, whatever that you want to do it for them, but do it from the position of a child, not their parents, right? So in a hierarchy, first ancestor comes, grandparents, parents, and the child. Okay, whenever you feel that I can make, whenever there's a judgment. Okay, so a lot of time we have judgment. Now what you're talking about is of course feeling guilty, but you also able to understand where is it coming from, right? What I see here is a guilt of not doing for them, right? But where is it coming from, that you really need to discover, so, and if it is really bothering you and coming up again and again, then you need to really look at it, that where is it coming from, whose guilt and who you are entangled with, and who you are representing over here in a family system. Yeah, but you are not responsible for your parents. Of course we can take care of our parents, we can love, but always do it from the place of the children, not their parents, right? So always parents give and children receive,
Yeah.
right? And children cannot give back to what parents gave. Children cannot give back to parents what they gave. They can give it back to their children.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can always do it for your children, and of course your parents also, but you can't do as they have done. So parents always give and children receive. And a lot of time when we are not open to receive in life, is it that are we not open to receive from our parents? So we need to really look at it, that are you open to receive from our parents, or do we have an ego, because a lot of time that ego that plays, we are not even aware of it, but is that our ego is plays that, okay, from whom you don't want to take, you don't want to take somebody who is smaller than you, right? And a small child will say, okay, mama or papa or uncle, I'll buy this, I'll buy Mercedes for you, or I'll buy this for you. Do you believe in that? Or if a small child says, I will buy this for you, you don't want to take from a small children. So when you don't want to take from your parents, and when I'm saying take in the sense, receive love and blessing, because sometimes we have become bigger than them. Sometimes we have been in judgmental, toward them. So we need to really, really check that. Yeah. So let's do, I hope you guys enjoyed the process. I want you all to do with one more process quickly. Now let's do the process where I want you all to explore your relationship with. Are you guys enjoying this process?
Yeah.
Yes, no.
Yes.
Yes.
And do you
one
want
more
to,
thing?
Yes.
Nikita, can we do it at the end?
Yes.
I will answer your questions, Nikita.
Okay,
Yeah?
okay.
We'll do it at the end. I'll answer your question, right? And do you all to now explore your relationship in your with your partner? Yeah, with your spouse?
Yes.
But if you
Yes.
don't, if you're single,
then if you want, you can do it for your would-be partner. I am sure if you wish to, and if you don't wish to have a partner, then you can choose not to do it. If you are single, then if you are, wanting to have a partner in your life, you can do it for your would-be partner. It will be a beautiful experience.
thank you.
Yeah. So I'll pin my screen once again, and I'll show you over the screen. 1 second.
You want to bring the field into spotlight?
Yeah, do that. No, Neha. So guys, get 2 paper now. One for yourself and one for your partner.
Done.
And the earlier paper you did it, mother, father, myself, just shake those paper. Yeah, you release the energy of those paper. You had that paper, right? Mother, father, and myself, just shake those paper, right? Like this, shake this paper and release the energy. Okay. Now bring one paper for yourself and one for your partner.
Can we take same paper for ourselves or different?
Yes, same, no problem. Okay. Just make one paper for your partner. Right? And see as if, okay, keep one paper for you and keep one paper for your partner. And if you can stand up and do this on the floor, it will be beautiful. So if you can stand up and do this movement toward your partner, it will be beautiful. You'll experience, right? So keep one paper next where you stand and one paper around 1 meter away. So you for yourself and 1 meter away your partner, your husband, your partner, or your would-be partner, whomsoever you want to be. Do that. Okay. And if you're ready, stand next to your paper. Okay. Look at your paper. Breathe in, inhale and exhale. Say your name and your current age. and align yourself with your conscious. And now you can open your eyes and look at another paper and see who's standing on that paper. It's your partner, current partner, or would-be partner. And look at your partner and see how do you feel. Observe your feelings and emotion when you look at him. Is he there waiting for you? Is he there or not there? What do you see? What do you notice? And notice your emotions. What do you feel when you look at him? And if you wish, now take one step ahead toward him. One step. And if you're doing with the paper, take the paper a little ahead. And yeah, you don't take paper, you just move ahead. Let the paper be where paper is. You just move ahead. And imagine as if your partner is also moving ahead. You don't need to move a paper. Now see your partner is little coming close. If you are ready, take one step ahead toward him. And if you are not able to move, it's okay. It's okay. Try to get an insight what's happening. Why is that you're not able to move ahead? Just take an insight. And those who have moved, don't push yourself. And those who have moved, right? Take one step toward the partner. Now partner will take one more step ahead. See, how do you feel? Are you feel comfortable close to your partner? Would you want to move ahead? And if yes, go ahead and move one more step. And allow your partner also to one more step, very close to each other. And if you are really, really comfortable with this closeness, you can again move close to him. If you wish, you can hold his hand, both of you holding hand together. He also take one last step toward you. And if you wish, you can hug each other and you can embrace each other. Or you can hold hand and feel close to each other. And make a note, how do you feel when you're so close to your partner? And embrace your partner. And once you feel complete, you can come back to your position. You can take this paper, you can shake it, shake both the papers, and come back. Neha, you can remove the spotlight of the field. This removed, right?
Yes, it's removed.
Yeah.
I've brought you into spotlight.
Okay. Sure, thank you. So please make a note of it. How did you feel? And if anyone wished to share, how did you feel? Could you all move? And while you're moving, what are the thoughts and emotions? And could you embrace your partner? Could you guys hear me? Neha, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
My voice is clear, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Sure. So could all of you move, or is there anybody who couldn't move? Neha, did you do it?
Yes, I did.
And could you move?
Yes, I could move, and you got me. It just brought tears to my eyes. So yeah,
You could do the process, right?
I could, and I think I could just see like a shadow of someone walking. I could not see a face, and the first thought that came that is that I waited so long for you to come, and at the time of leaving, I said you come when the time's right.
You come in the time, then time is right.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
At the moment, I'm single, so I said when
Right.
the time is right, that's when you'll come.
Right. So if you are not able to move, and of course it also happened that you're not able to move, and if you are not able to move, or if you are able to take 1-2 step but not go very, very close to the partner, so it can also be that you are entangled with somebody in the family system. So those who could walk and who could really go and embrace your partner, it's really, really beautiful. But if you are not, then it means you are entangled with somebody or some belief or somebody in the family system. So you are just stuck there, and then you are not able to move. Because as per the constellation, order of love, as per order of love, first we learn parents and the children. Parents gives and children receive. In the order of love of partnership, it's men and female are equal and complementary to each other. Men and female are equal and complementary. The male and female, they are equal, right? And in a relationship, both of them move. So you take one step and the partner take one step. You take one step and the partner take one step. In a relationship, when one person does too much, when one person does too much, second person feel guilty of receiving. When one person does too much, right, second person, like you're doing too much, or someone else is doing too much, the second person feel guilty of receiving, and it's too much. It's a burden for that person to receive, right? Like we have friends, okay, and you go to somebody's house, you get a gift, go and get a gift for them. They come to your house and they give very, 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 very expensive gift, very, very expensive, and now you can't afford that gift. Okay, what would you do then? Would you then want to keep a relationship with those people? Because next time when you go to them, either would you have to get that expensive gift or expensive than them, right? And sometimes you really feel guilty, right? Because the other person is doing too much and you are not then at equal level, because the person who is doing too much goes higher, and the other person feel guilty of receiving too much, sometimes to an extent that person would like to go out from the relationship. So it's a burden of receiving too much. So in a relationship, both have to do little, and the one person does little and the second person allow that person to do little. It can be little, right? Some person does little, someone does little, and that's how relationship and love keeps on moving and you becoming closer, and there is a space for each of you to do enough for each other. So I hope you enjoy the process and you experience something. Not a lot of people have shared, but I'm sure I think some of you have shared, some of you are writing to me, right? So here we saw two relationships between parents and one with the partner. Now I'll open the forum for a question. If you have any question, you can ask me, or if anybody wants to share.
Rosina,
Yeah.
In the second process, I
Yes.
saw a person. He was coming forward, okay? But there is someone in between us.
Okay.
And I saw some hands on his back, and he was trying to remove all those hands from his back, and he was trying to come forward and come towards me.
Okay.
So at last he came and he hugged me.
Right. So are you married, Janara?
No,
Okay.
not
Okay.
married, but I don't know why I saw like that.
Okay. Okay. But are you in relationship or something?
No, no.
No. Right. So we really need to. So you saw somebody, and are you looking at exploring a partner for you, or no?
Yes, I should say yes, frankly, yes,
Yes.
honestly,
Yes. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of many
Because
reasons.
yeah.
Even
So
though I'm, yeah, for
so if you're
various
exploring
reasons.
partnership, yes. If you're not,
Yes.
then of course we need to really look at it. Why not? You know.
Mm.
So yeah. But so that's what I'm saying, that I cannot tell you what and why and how,
Mhm.
right? Because it is your constellation and it's your process, and you get an idea. But you can always set up a constellation if you wish to, right?
Yeah.
You can work
It'll
around
come
it.
out,
If it bothers you,
yeah.
If it bothers you, see, always, if it doesn't bother you, it's all right.
Yeah.
But if it bothers you, right? So then you can always set up a constellation. And I'm sure you're part of the group also, some of the groups, so you can work around it, I guess. You're part of Jaya's group. Yeah. Are you?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can work around it.
Thank you. And the other one with my parents, I
Mhm.
was in the front and both of them were blessing me. And when I placed them, father was on the this one left side and mom was on the right side.
Okay.
And I
And
was in the
were they
front,
together?
Yeah, they were together and I was in front of them and they started blessing me.
Beautiful. Ideally, if either should be right, but I think that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. At first I kept in the right, but again I changed and put it in the
That's fine.
left.
That's fine. I think as long as they are blessing you and you are in front of them, that's nice.
And thank you so much for the beautiful process.
Thank you, Janara. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for being part of it.
Thank you.
Yes. Anyone else?
Yeah, I would like to say that
Janara.
regular family constellation are in these groups as participants. So I hesitate to take part in that because I have not got experience of that. I have once only taken part as an observer. So I hesitate how to take part in that.
Right. But don't worry. I think it's just that once we are not aware of something, so anything which you don't know is difficult, right? Or which you are not aware of it, right? But it's very, very easy, Nikita. Try and do it. In fact, you don't need to do anything. Once you align to the process, you don't really need to do anything. There are facilitator who guides you, right? And you just have to be, and it's important you experience. There's nothing you need to do and nothing you need to even learn to participate. Just try and participate. Once you align, right? See how you did it, right? So you now channel for yourself and you saw your father and your mother. Now you see yourself and your partner, right? So you could do all of it, right? And this is what you do, right? You align for somebody if they're choosing you as a participant, right? And you just say align myself to that person. I think the facilitator will guide you. You don't need to do anything. I think all of you must experience constellation, and more you participate, I think each constellation, for me as a facilitator, I would have done 100 plus constellation till now, and each constellation is beautiful learning, really. And it's not only when I'm doing constellation, it's learning is not only for the client and for participators, it's learning for the facilitator itself. Yeah, so it's all beautiful learning, beautiful revelation. It's basically a magic, right? That you really uncover something really, really beautiful and in your family system. And once you acknowledge what it is, from your heart, you set yourself free. You actually set yourself free, leave all the burdens, all the entanglement, and then now you're free to live your life. You can keep on doing for your parents, but from the position of the child. You can do for your children from the position of your parents. But it's important that what position you're operating, because once you are at your position, you're very, very easy and light, and you're free to do what you want to. So your life becomes much more easier, smoother, lighter. A lot of us feel the burden, that there's some constant burden of something. Something is driving you. You don't want to do this, but something is driving you and you're forced to do it. Emotionally, physically, you might not do it, but something is driving you emotionally. So somewhere then you are entangled, maybe, or there may be something else also. It's not always the case, right? But you can always, it's not only that constellation works for physical issues, for a lot of emotional issues, people feeling stuck in their life, people having an issue in partnership, issues in office. Like I do constellation for my people, for the staff. So somebody wants to perform, but is not able to perform. Right. So I'll give you an example, one of my, manager, and she's a good girl and she's been working from me from long. And, so we always have target and performance and all of that. And she's been falling on her target from a couple of quarters. And I spoke to her, and while talking to her, I understood where it is that she really, really want to do, but she's not been able to perform. And we set up a constellation. I asked her, do you want to set up a constellation? And we set up a constellation for her. Basically, I did one constellation with her. And what we realized, that she was entangled with the trauma of her mother, because her mother wasn't, I think she used to take money from people and to invest. And where she's invested, the person took the money and ran away. And then the mother, I think, has to lose everything. They have to sell off their house and everything to pay off. And that was kind of trauma, and of failing. So the fear of failing. And because you failed, you have to lose everything. She had to lose her respect, because people would come and ask for money. She has to sell her house. So she lost everything and she failed. And it was her trauma of her mother that she was living. So once she became successful at a certain level, she was entangled, right? And she was feeling, so she created that failure in her life. And when she acknowledged that it comes from her mother, she was ready to acknowledge and give it back to her, right? And then now she's able to do what she is able to do. And she's been quite successful now. So these are so many, guys. There are so many examples, so many. So each case is different. Now, if someone else is also not feeling successful, may not be the same, right? So there may be a different kind of issues, and somebody can be entangled with somebody else. So it's once you set up a constellation, you will be able to see. That's what we said. We get into the root cause of entanglement, where it comes from, what is the dynamics that running in the family. And once you acknowledge and you say, okay, this is yours, right? We don't give it that this is yours and I give it back. But we say that you are parents and you are bigger than me. And it was your business and you can handle it. We trust that you are bigger than me and you can handle it. And it's your business. It's not my business. And you are able to set yourself free. Yeah. So guys, thank you very much. It was really, really lovely talking to you, sharing with you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You got some knowledge, some learning, some idea about constellation. So continue attending the talks. There is more and more different kind of therapists, different teacher teaching in different way, and participate. Neha, would you want to share the link if they want to join the group to participate? Right, so you can share that link. So if you would want to join to participate, I think you must experience what it is, because just listening to it, one though we did little process, but you must experience full constellation, what it is, and couple of them, and you would love enjoying it. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you so much, Rosina. It was a fantastic talk. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Neha. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lots of love and gratitude to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nikita. Thank you very much.
Thank you all. We see you all really soon tomorrow for the talk in the afternoon. Until then, take care and stay safe. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you,
Bye.
Rosina.
Bye.
Thank you, Neha.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rosina. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.